Prosoco has introduced a fluid applied flashing system called R-Guard. We address all of the holes in the building. Any sort of through-wall penetration is where all the problems can and will happen.
The unique thing about fluids is they always fit.
I'm not putting primers on it. I'm not layering and measuring and cutting different components. I'm literally walk up to a window or door or other penetrations, and I prep the surface and I coat it, and I'm on to the next one.
Any laborer or skilled carpenter can put this in and do a fantastic job.
The installer's perspective is, can I do it fast? Can I do it? Is it repeatable? And does it not involve a lot of steps?
The system basically revolves around two components. There's a pink fiber reinforced joint and seam filler. There is also a red monolithic waterproofing membrane called Fast Flash. They work in unison, and this replaces your current peel and stick or self-adhered membranes.
We're asking this product to bond to aluminum. We're asking it to bond to vinyl, concrete, glass, wood, treated woods, and all the other materials that you would typically find within the building envelope. If the material bonds to itself to form a monolithic film, if it gets damaged or scraped, or if a substrate needed to be repaired during construction, or if something got changed, we can go right back over the substrate with the same material, and it bonds to itself to become a monolithic film again. So one of the properties that we knew is of concern with liquid applied materials is measuring how much material you have on the substrate. We came up with a unique way to formulate the product. As soon as you couldn't see through it anymore, then you knew you had the correct thickness of material on the substrate.
The thickness of the materials vary depending on the type of material you're putting down first. The joint and seam filler, which is fiber reinforced again, needs to go down at approximately 35 mils. You really can't pull it any tighter than that. Once you have that slick over or cure over, depending on the temperature outside, normally it's gonna be around a 30-minute skin over time. You can go ahead and put on the Fast Flash, which is gonna go down anywhere from 12 to 15 mils, passes all the crack bridging tests. And when you're all said and done, you're gonna have about 40 to 45 mils of material in the most critical part of the entire interface.
Vinyl, aluminum, wood, glass, concrete respond to heat differently. So it becomes very critical having a sealant material that will accommodate that movement. It had to self-seal fasteners. So the unique chemistry of the STPE allowed a fastener to penetrate through it, and because of its rubbery or flexible nature, it acted as a gasket. We left unreacted polymer in the mix after it was cured that would actually chemically bond to the metal fastener over a couple days after it was applied.
One of the keys to cladding assemblies and wall assemblies is really the wetting and drying cycles. Let's go get a product that can be waterproof, airproof, and in our opinion needs to be vapor permeable. We're just not smart enough to outguess Mother Nature.
These STPE resins can form a matrix that doesn't allow bulk water to go through it, but does allow the smaller particle of water vapor to travel through it quite readily. Time equals money on a construction project. So if we had something that we didn't have to wait for the substrate to dry, and we also could allow it to be rained on immediately, we knew that there would be money savings in there by maintaining the construction schedule.
Tom said this will bond in moist conditions. I thought, okay, this guy's on to something, so we better keep going.
The unique properties of the STPE resins allows it to be rained on as soon as it's applied. The schedule gets held up, or delivery of different components can get held up, and so we had to have enough UV exposure capability to allow the membrane to still perform even if it was exposed to direct sunlight for 6 months.